Hey, what's up guys, this is Rock aka Word of Derp at Twitch TV. In this video, I'm going to show you some macros that will help you playing the Hunter class. I'm going to show you the glyphs I'm using against different comps. I'm going to show you how to keybind your character so you can get more rating in PvP. And if you're still clicking in PvP, well, this is bad. And I'm going to show you how to target with keybinding. Hope you guys enjoy. Keybindings, how can you play without them? Actually, if your skill bar is still set on 1 to 9 and you're still clicking the upper left and right action bar, well, this is maybe why you're still at low rating. Here's some example of keybinds you should get. First of all, I'm always skipping 1 to 5, so it's still easy to reach your main skills. I'm keybinding the Q, C, F, V, E, F1 to F4 since they are all easy to reach too. For example, on E, I'm always setting my interrupt skill since you have to be really fast on interrupts. On F1 to F3, I always place my long cooldowns, and F4, I'm placing my trinket. I also have R and T. Here I can scatter trap easily, and on my Resto Shaman, my Riptide and Earth Shield are on it. You can also keybind Shift 1 to Shift 4 plus Shift E and Shift R. It's pretty amazing. Oh, and also X is my movement skills and middle mouse is my defense skills, in this case Deterrence. I also have the Razor Naga, which I'm binding 1 to 3 for Arcane Shot, Serpent Sting and Widow Venom. Talents and glyphs. First of all, on the first tier, you have to choose between Post Haste, Narrow Escape or Crouching Tiger. Here I prefer going Narrow Escape for the route, which is pretty interesting. Against caster comps, you better go Crouching Tiger in my opinion, since rooting them will have less effect than having cooldown reduction on Disengage and Deterrence. On the second tier, I know that a lot of hunters are going Wyvern Sting, which is pretty good, but I prefer going Binding Shot and Explosive Trap, because in higher rating people are just standing on your Binding Shot. Intimidation is pretty good too if you know how to perfectly use your pet. Exhilaration, Aspect or Spirit Bond. Well, it's up to you. I've been playing with Exhilaration for a long time, but then I switched to Spirit Bond with the glyph of Animal Bound. If you prefer having instant heal, go Exhilaration, but here I prefer kiting and heal myself. On the fourth one, I'm going Dire Beast instead of Thrill of the Hunt. Because of the 30-second cooldown, you get pretty nice extra damage and focus. A lot of hunters are going Thrill of the Hunt, which is pretty good too. Fifth one, well, I'm going Blink Strike, because in my opinion Murder Crows isn't good enough, and Link's Rush has a huge cooldown, but it does pretty good damage though. Last tier, I'm going Glaive Toss, since it's a short cooldown, it does great damage, and the target has his movement speed reduced by 30% for 3 seconds. Power Shot is pretty good too, and Barrage is good to clear low level dungeons. Alright, so time for glyphs. Here's the glyph you should use. First of all, you better go Glyph of Solace, because you're going to hate yourself having your target full of dots when you want to scatter trap. I'm going Glyph of Explosion, so it knocks enemies when the trap explodes, and I'm going Animal Bound or Camouflage if I want to go full invisible. Glyph of Revive Pet for sure, because you don't want to get pushed back when you're trying to res your pet. Glyph of Stampede because I don't know what to use, and Glyph of Fetch because fetch. Alright, it's time for macros. As a hunter, you should know that you count as a caster, so you need to use /stopcasting macros for many skills. For example, you're fighting in a game and they're going ham on you. I guess you pop Deterrence, right? What if their healer is almost down and you still have Deterrence around you? The healer is probably going to heal himself because you're trying to remove Deterrence aura. It's the same for many skills such as Silencing Shot. You really want to interrupt fast and not letting the other team won because you were casting Steady Shot and you had to wait for the full casting time before using your Silencing Shot. This might be the reason of many lost games you had. We count as casters, so you have to do macros which I'll link in the video description below. There will be macros for main damage kills, Feign death, Deterrence, disengage, and other useful macros you should use. Alright, there it is guys, so it was Rock aka Word of Derp at Twitch TV. Make sure to like my video, make sure to like my Facebook page, make sure to like my Word of Derp Twitch TV page, and you just have to leave a comment in the comment section below, and it's going to be a pleasure to answer your questions. So here it is guys, have a good night.